Alright, I'm going to do another video on Nietzsche's This Book, Zarathustra. This is kind of my first one in a while on this book. We're in part 2, section 3, which is on the pitying. And this is kind of his take on what it means, or what pity is. And he's kind of going to warn you against it. I kind of think about this as how the Bible for Christians is your manual for life. I think of this book as a manual for one who does not believe in any deity and who wants to be successful and happy and also be a loving person. So the first thing I'm going to read is, "But or better said, he who has knowledge walks among men as among animals." So to have knowledge and to act correctly is to be a level above man, and to be to have knowledge and to be wise is to be like one who is above man, who is not really a man, and almost you would say one who overcomes man. He says, "If I must pity, at least I do not want it known. And if I do pity, it is preferably from a distance." So it's not something you want to do openly. For when you're pitying, you're coming from a place of coming from it's coming from love. It's not coming from the way that Nietzsche talked about love, but it comes from sympathy. It comes from a wrong form of love for a sufferer. As long as there have been man has felt too little joy. That alone, my brothers, is our original sin. And learning better to feel joy, we learn best not to hurt others or to plan hurts for them. So, to pity someone is a way of hurting them. It's to damage their pride, as he says. It's kind of is a way to harm them even further among their suffering. And to do that is, we basically, according to him, we want to increase joy. We want to have joy in our lives. And we want to feel joy, and we want to learn to feel it, and all that along comes with not hurting others or planning to hurt them. And that's a big part of feeling joy. Therefore I wash my hand when it has helped the sufferer. Therefore I wipe even my soul, having seen the sufferer suffer. I was ashamed for the sake of his shame, and when I helped him I transgressed grievously against his pride. But I am a giver of gifts. I like to give as a friend to friends, not a person who pities, not somebody who's at a higher stance of somebody who's pitying a lower person who's suffering. But if you have a suffering friend, be a resting place for his suffering, but a hard bed, as it were, a field cot. Thus you will profit him best. Thus speaks all great love. It overcomes even forgiveness and pity. One ought hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. Thus the devil told me once. God too has his hell, that is his love of man. God is dead. God died of his pity for man. Verily understand weather signs, but mark this too. All great love is even above all is pity. For it still wants to create the beloved. Myself I sacrifice to my love, and my neighbor as myself. Thus runs the speech of all creators, but all creators are hard. Thus spoke Zarathustra. So pitying does come from love, but it's a wrong reaction of love towards somebody. To be a giver, to be a resting place for his suffering, to have a real force of love, or to express real love to him, is the better way of going about helping him feel more joy, and giving to him, and that causing the sufferer to have more joy, to feel more joy, does not involve pity at all. So that's his take on pity. So if you think I've messed something up or left something out in this little section, or if you have something to comment, comment below. Thank you.